hell, they haven't. This is the thing. It's great that the price is at 30 already. There hasn't even been any major business related announcement. Maybe you think that there isn't any, but just imagine if there is.
The price of GameStop is already at $29.70, and like Roaring Kitty just said in that video, there hasn't been any announcements whatsoever. There hasn't been any catalyst whatsoever, but imagine if there is. If there is something that comes out this week, GameStop is going to go parabolic and AMC will follow right alongside it. And I do believe it is going to happen this week. But before I do get into why I believe that, make sure to go down and subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, because I do update you guys on AMC and GameStop stock every single day. So today, GameStop closed up 6% on 13 million shares traded. The market cap for GameStop is now at 13 billion. And it does look like this is going to be the 5th green week in a row, which hasn't happened in over 4 years. There hasn't been 5 green weeks in a row since 2020 for GameStop. The RSI is nearing 70 on the weekly chart, which is what happened literally the week it ran up to $80. Not only that, but the MACD is also green for the 3rd week in a row. On the 3rd week that the MACD turned green back here was also the same week that GameStop went to $80. Now, none of this is financial advice. I'm not telling anyone to buy, sell, or hold. All I'm telling you guys right now is history does repeat itself. That's all you got to know. And I am balls deep right now in GameStop and AMC calls. Now, I did take some profit on my AMC calls expiring on December 6th, and I did roll all of it over to December 20th calls, just in case, because obviously we don't know what's going to happen. Anything could freaking happen, and I just want to play it a little more safe. You know, I was going balls deep, and you know, I was happy with the profit I took. I took 100% gain on those December 6th calls that I was telling you guys about. Took that in the morning when AMC was at 490. When it dipped back down, I loaded into those December 20th calls, those December 20th $5 calls. So I'm holding 100 of those, and I'm also holding $20, $30 calls, which is what people were buying millions of dollars worth of. Today, while GameStop was trading over $29, people were still throwing millions of dollars into $30 calls expiring this freaking week. How insane is that? I mean, these people think it's just gonna go up. Just up, no downfall from here. And I agree with them. I agree with them fully. I mean, at the blink of an eye, this thing can be going parabolic. And obviously this resistance at $30 is huge. But like I've been saying in the last couple of my videos, this is nothing like July. I do believe this time we are going to get that explosive move like we saw in May, and possibly an explosive move like we saw in January of 2021. It is extremely possible that GameStop does go to all-time highs. I'm telling you guys right now, because back here in May, we got launched off of $10, from 10 to 17 to 80. Now we went from 20 to 29, and then what's the next step? What is the next step after $29? Because like Roaring Kitty said in that video, we're at $29.67 on no catalyst. We've had 5 green weeks in a row on no catalyst. Nothing whatsoever. Just pure retail investors buying every freaking dip and every freaking rip. Because that's how jacked to the tits the community is on both GameStop and AMC. AMC had some amazing news today. They just broke a record that hasn't been broken in 104 years. And look how similar this looks to GameStop. We have all these green indicators just like we had on GameStop when it was at $22. And it has finally broke out of this trend line that we have drawn here that it's been in ever since June. Ever since May, it's been in this trend line going down, down, down. Guess what happened? We broke out. The same exact thing happened with GameStop, obviously a couple weeks earlier, but AMC is following like it always does. This isn't something new like, oh my gosh, AMC's following GameStop. No, we already knew this was gonna happen. I literally guaranteed you guys. You could go back to my last video. There was a video where I guaranteed you guys 100% AMC will follow GameStop, whether it goes up or down. And look at what happened today. GameStop up 6.5%, AMC up 6.5%. You cannot make this up, guys. The RSI is climbing as well for AMC. The MACD is green on both the weekly and the daily. But something interesting here, you know, the weekly never crossed the center line back here in May. But here in November, it is getting really, really freaking close to crossing that center line, which hasn't been crossed since literally January of 2021, which is why I believe AMC could have a more explosive move than GameStop. I'm not going to doubt GameStop does have a 100% day, but there's no saying how high AMC could go. I promise you guys, there's no saying how high AMC could go. After everything that has happened, if we bring up the on-balance volume, it is at an all-time high. As you guys see right here, ever since May, the on-balance volume has been at an all-time high for AMC. That means people are accumulating the stock. It's been going down, people have been accumulating the stock. It went up a little, people are still buying the stock. This is pressure building right here, guys. This is pressure building right here, and it's not long before something cracks. This guy under here said, looks like GameStop greater than $30 unlocks a massive squeeze. And then I added this gif from Breaking Bad. I thought it was freaking funny. It was like, you're damn right about that. That is facts right there. Unusual Whale said GameStop is up 4%. The net premiums rallying up, the highest today over the last 3 days. The top option chain $30 calls for Friday. The second highest option chain is the $40 calls, also expiring this Friday. Won't stop. So people are buying these calls more than any other calls on GameStop today. They're buying risky calls. This is a straight gamble because if it goes down, if it just goes to 28, 27, these calls are going to get screwed. They are going to get screwed. That's why I did move some of my calls over to December 6th, 30 calls. I mean, this is a straight up gamble, but it's kind of like the movie The Hangover when Alan's like, it's not gambling if you know you're going to win. That is really how I feel right now, placing my life savings on these calls and everything. This guy said, despite the short week, we witnessed one of the best, if not the best, closes on GameStop since the run in May. Break above $30 and we could see $50 next week. So if we break above $30, I believe we could see $50 this freaking week. These people are betting just up on GameStop. And it's possible, you know, if we don't get that catalyst this week, that it goes to like 33, comes back down, and then we launch pad freaking squeeze off $30. But honestly, in my opinion, if we get past 30, more money is going to be loaded into calls. More money. A lot of people are waiting for that break above 30 to confirm a breakout. And we already got a confirmation of a breakout when it hit $29 today, because that was a huge level of resistance, and we've been trading at 29 all day. Just freaking making a new floor for GameStop. Not only that, but someone bought $20 million worth of GameStop at the close for $29.67 a share. $21 million. This guy is thinking, screw it, it's going just up. I mean, he didn't even buy a GameStop below $29. He bought GameStop right at close. Imagine having $21 million saying, screw it, all in. I mean, this guy has to know something. If you have $21 million, this is probably the kitty himself. Who knows? This guy said AMC is on an upward trajectory. This is not a drill. Like I said, this guy also drawn out that triangle that AMC has finally broken out of. It hasn't broke out of this literally since May. It's just the same chart as GameStop in a way. Not the same exact chart, obviously. AMC all-time down, GameStop all-time up. But in my opinion, not financial advice whatsoever, there is a lot of money to be made with AMC. It is still trading at all-time lows, less than 50 cents before that reverse split that we had last year. It is an opportunity of a lifetime. They wanted to screw over the retail investors. They thought we would just leave, but we're freaking back. We're freaking back, and there's millions more of us than there was in 2021. There's probably millions of more apes than there was literally 6 months ago in May. I mean, the cult is just building up. The retail investor community for both GameStop and AMC has built up like never before, which is why I believe we can get a repeat of January, a repeat of May, possibly both of those combined into one big freaking squeeze. It is very possible, guys. And going back to Treehouse Brewing Co., the company we've been talking about Roaring Kitty's beer, they literally said it's a big week. You cannot make this up. They said, let's get it started with the overwhelming juicy and pineapple forward green. Stay tuned. We're just getting started. I mean, getting started with what? What the frick are they getting started with? They have to be talking about GameStop. I mean, they're not even trying to hide it at this point. And we knew that ever since they posted this last Friday. November 22nd, Friday, they post this. It's the gift that keeps giving. Literally Roaring Kitty bandana on the beer. The post after that is, it's a big week, fam. Green, stay tuned. We're just getting started. I mean, you guys could think whatever you want. You really can. You guys do your own due diligence before investing into any stock. Me personally, I am balls deep in GameStop and AMC. There is no going back. It is get rich or die trying. But that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did make it to the end of the video and you haven't subscribed yet, what the heck are you guys doing? Make sure to go down and subscribe. I am jacked to the tits, and I know all you guys are excited as well. Only time will tell if we are right or if we are wrong. Obviously, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know what the heck's gonna happen. It is a giant gamble. But if we take a look at every single indicator, it just looks bullish. That is all I gotta say. But I will keep you guys updated on what happens with AMC and GameStop stocks, so make sure to stay tuned on my channel. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. As y'all know, I'm buying the dip.
Here we go.